So I have a plan. Actually, I have several plans. Probably in trouble. Yeah, oh well. I'm old school Dale Verts. I'm gonna do some cool stuff today, try some cool stuff. Be right back. So I'm back on this little lake at my buddy and I fished a month or so ago, and for years this thing just does not have any good bass in it. I mean, you fight and fight and fight to catch a 15-incher. Caught one 4-pounder one time. I talked about that in the last video. However, that last video, I caught 6 or 7 over 15 inches, and maybe I did lose a good one. I don't know how big it was. You know how it is, they're always big. It looked like a 4 or 5 pounder. So my goal today is to see if I can catch me a 4-pound bass. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do a lot of flipping with my own baits, my own creatures, my own cool stuff I'm making. See if I can make that happen. Stay tuned, maybe. I get some flipping sticks ready. I'm not prepared for this one. So my plan again is to see if I can catch a bass over 4 pounds. Got blowed out just now, rigging tackle. That's why I like to have my tackle rigged ahead of time. I'm gonna fish my way up in here. I'm gonna spend a lot of time flipping these pads. That's kind of my thinking. There's timber, there's other stuff, but oh, there's a fish. Look at that, third cast little bass. I did have I had a bass, I really did. Wow. Okay, had a little equipment malfunction. First time that's ever happened. That's why you carry tools with you, y'all. Yeah, that little bass come out and nailed my swim jig, and I got all discombobulated. Camera blew up. I got her fixed. Not really what we're looking for, but you know what? It's a start. Fishing probably, well, definitely less than a foot of water. That one came on a tube, which is just about as for sure thing as there is this time of year, of course. So I've got 4 baits, and about 6 I'm going to try, maybe. See if they have a particular interest in something. With truth, I need to go something else now. That was my plan originally. Because every time I caught a fish to change up, I just forgot that plan. So that's why I say you got to be careful about making these plans. Because plans change. So I'm gonna pick up a worm, or I'm gonna do something different, I swear. How's this for something different? It's one of my baby mohogs with a skirt. Totally contrasting colors because fish don't care. I tried it a little bit. I actually had this set for a little bit of stained water. And whatever. One thing about it, no fish has ever seen one of these before, ever. In this color combination, this is mine. So it'd be something new to a fish if we don't scare him off. That is one noisy air-cooled motor right there. Oh. Huh. Wonder what that was. Any idea? A little better fish, like I said, than the usual one here. Way back into stuff. Electric blue. How do you beat electric blue? You just don't. You just don't. Another just decent one. I understand how people can get spun out on this kind of fishing because there's just so many targets. It's all targets. There's not much changes. These little points and indentations. So far the fish have been kind of just back into stuff. But I'm trying to pick it all apart. Trying to pick the holes, trying to pick the edges, trying to pick the thickest part. Just fishing all of it. Basically, there's no big science thing to it. Until you get a couple, 3 on the same kind of part of the cover. If that happens, some days it does. Usually it's with more bright sun. I'm kind of in a shady bank right now. You gotta just take your time. I've only went 40 yards in 40 minutes. And then, of course, right here, there's some wood right here. I'm gonna make sure and hit that wood too. It's in the pads. Something different. But I have not been catching the fish out here in the deeper edge of the pads like I thought I would. They're definitely up in it. So be patient. Pick it apart. Pick your favorite bait and work it over. I mean, make it come your way. Don't fight it. If that makes any sense at all. I love to fish these things, but they can be a headache sometimes because you feel like you're not getting it covered. Just slow down and get it covered. It's like everybody out here is bass fishing. Every kayak, every little aluminum boat. Nobody's fishing the way I'm fishing though, which that's kind of to be expected. It's work the way I'm doing it. I'm switching up baits a little bit. I'm gonna go to my new lizard I make, just a 6-inch lizard. Lizard's good any time of year, in a June bug. I'm gonna go to it, changing baits up. I'm catching a few fish, nothing major. They're kind of few and far between, but I haven't fished very far either. I've only fished, seriously, 50, 55 yards. So there's plenty of fish here to be caught. I'm gonna try this 6-inch lizard. I do build it now, link in the description. We're gonna go to that and leave the tube on and maybe a few more color changes. Man, a lizard is such a great flipping bait. I don't know why more people don't pitch and flip a lizard. They feel like it's a springtime thing or a Carolina rig thing. It's just got a unique shape. Just places water a little bit different than worm. Just trying to show them a different profile. Actually, the lizard's the original creature bait. And the tube was probably second. Before the creature bait thing there was lizards. Yeah, I'm digging lizards. Always have. So I bought a mold last week and I'm going to start making them. How's that for original? Y'all, I'm not just going down through your haphazard fish. I'm trying to do several things. I'm trying to pick the place apart for one thing. You can't get it all. It'd drive you crazy trying to get it all. Hit the high percentage stuff. Just try to be versatile, throw further back, further out. Any change you can find, try to fish those little subtle changes. Watch, look at the pads as you're fishing. Sometimes you'll see a pad move, you'll see a stem move, a fish will give itself away, or you'll make a presentation and things move, things change. Sometimes it's just a fish looking at the bait. You got to figure that out. You've got to stay pretty sharp. I mean, if you want to be successful in fishing thick, heavy cover, you have to pay a lot of attention. It's just not like haphazard throwing a crankbait or even a Texas rig worm down a bank. You need to pay attention to those too. But this kind of fishing here probably will wear me out the fastest of anything there is, because you really have to watch all the time. You start looking away and you're going to blow it. That fish about got the best of me. That fish about got the best of me. Talk about paying attention. He took off on me. He took off on me. I feel like I'm passing up fish. You always do, though. I mean, I'm getting a bite every, I don't know, 15 minutes or something like that. And you think there's probably more fish. I'm hearing more fish. I'm actually seeing some stuff going on out in the middle of the pad. So, I don't know. I really don't. Still pretty warm water. We've had some nice weather, but still summertime temperatures. And the fish they're biting good. I mean, they're getting all over it, so they ain't no hesitating. They're jumping on it, so not having to spend a lot of time with it in one spot. They pretty much hit the initial fall or first hop or so, which is always fun. I like the initial fall because you just cover a lot of water knowing that you're making, when a fish bites, there's no doubt that you made a bad presentation that way, if that makes any sense. Oh, that was weird. That could have been a brim, I guess. That was just strange. It just, maybe nothing. Got heavy, and you know what? It cost me absolutely zero with no interest to check that. Did not cost me anything. It's hilarious. I just shot another video, or tried to shoot a video. I got it done now. I had to sit down and do it. Y'all be seeing that too. Hopefully if I do it right, it'll be after this one. And the bass kept interrupting me. I went to this tube, a tube, and caught two in a row here. So been 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm gonna fish this out now. Don't know why, but there's definitely a bunch of fish right here in this one spot. Well, there was. You know, I probably just made 50 or 60 presentations since I've had the troll motor on the last time. Between doing video stuff and just covering it all, I'm not done yet. There's still more I could fish. I believe in being thorough, if you need to be thorough. I told Guido Hibben once, I was kind of making fun of it, but as truthful as I could. I said, you know, Guido, you sit in one spot long enough that you become part of the cover. The bass start using your boat. And he said, well, sure. Of course I do. But no big secret to Guido. He knew how to do it. It's just one bite here and there. Had that one little spot over there, kind of had some fish, but well, when you flip them, they come in green, don't they? Oh, and I'm not ever gonna never flip the thing except my old rounded basters. Yeah, they're slow. That gives you power. I don't need any speed. I'm doing this. I need power, so I'm doing that 5-3 to 1, and that's just the way it is. They're heavy. They're hard on you, but they're well worth it when it comes to winching a big old fish out of this crap. You know, doing these YouTube videos has been kind of a blast. I've actually been doing them since 2016, but this bass fishing channel has been kind of special for me, and I just monetized it a couple weeks ago finally. Nothing's changed. I really feel blessed that so many folks like it. I don't know where I'm going with it in the long run, but it's made me think about my fishing. It's made me, if not a better fisherman, it's made me more of a aware fisherman. And well, guess what? That means better, doesn't it? So thank you guys that watch this stuff. I really appreciate it. It's just me. I ain't nothing fancy. Ain't never gonna be nothing fancy. My old boat, my old tackle. Making new friends. Maybe fish a few new places before I'm done. Lord willing. Well, they ain't getting no bigger. Now, again, for years, this has been the average size bass you catch in here. You know, 10 inches. So I've caught several bigger than that today. Boy, it's healthy fish. So I just, right up here, last time we were here, I lost one, I think, well, size-wise, he's 4 to 5 pounds. How much he actually weighed, I don't know. So that's the whole point of this. I got another hour or so. I'm going to try to get one good one. 1 over 4 would just tickle me. I'm fishing a way to do it. That's probably the biggest thing. Everybody else bass fishing out here is throwing spinner baits and buzz baits and fringing this stuff. I'm fishing the way it takes. At least over the years, this is the way it takes. What it takes to catch a big bass. That's kind of what I'm gonna shut up and go back to fishing. For reasons that'll become clear in a future video, I'm gonna call it quits. Hey, I get to work. It's after 3 o'clock. I gotta go to work. Thank y'all for watching. I always appreciate it. Nothing fancy, just trying to catch some fish. God bless. Peace out.